These may not be the prettiest muffins around, but they are fluffy, moist, and bursting with the flavors of apple and fall spices. Hello friends, this is Heather the Fed Up Foodie, and these Apple Spice Muffins are not only tasty, they are a surefire way to make your kitchen smell like autumn. There are 4 main steps to the assembly. Start by measuring and mixing the dry ingredients together in a medium-sized mixing bowl. You'll know it's thoroughly mixed when the spices are evenly distributed through the flour. The second step is to prepare the apple chunks. I personally love using Granny Smith apples because their tartness is a tasty contrast to the sweetness of the muffins. You will need 2 cups of diced apples, which is close to 2 medium apples. The addition of brown sugar and cinnamon adds a sweetness and a warmth to the apples, and the flour helps to thicken the juices that the apple chunks release. One of my biggest pet peeves is buying a container of buttermilk and having most of it go to waste. A very simple solution is to make your own by adding 1 tablespoon of lemon juice or vinegar to just under a cup of milk. Once added, stir and let it sit for just 5 to 10 minutes. The acidity will cause the milk to thicken and develop the tangy flavor of buttermilk, and also reacts with the baking soda, helping to give rise to the muffins. One of the secrets to fluffy, textured muffins is to beat the eggs until light and frothy, and then add the sugar and continue beating for another minute. Another element that helps in creating tender, textured muffins is using oil instead of butter. My favorite go-to oil is avocado oil because it is great for both baking and high-heat cooking. Once your wet ingredients are mixed together, the next step is to make the crumb topping. Mix together the sugars, flour, and cinnamon in a small bowl. Most crumb topping recipes call for cold cubed butter. However, using melted butter makes the process so much easier. Simply pour the butter over the sugar mixture and then fluff until you have both large and small chunks. At this point, you'll have 4 separate bowls. Working in batches of 3, add the dry ingredients into the wet. Rather than using a mixer like before, it is better to gently fold the wet and dry ingredients together until just combined. This will ensure that the gluten does not become overdeveloped, which makes for tougher muffins. Now stir in the apple chunks to the batter. I have a really bad habit of forgetting to buy muffin liners. The liners will definitely make removing the muffins much easier. If you're like me and forget to buy them all the time, just make sure to spray the muffin tins with cooking spray. Top your muffins with a spoonful of crumb topping and then bake. For more recipes like this and for weekly inspiration, make sure to head on over to thefedupfoodie.com and sign up for my newsletter where I share recipes and tips in helping to make cooking from scratch approachable.